So behind us, you have heavenly army ready to support you. If you liberated and blessed 430 generations of your ancestors, then you have all those ancestors as your heavenly army to ready to support you, and you are the general of your ancestors. So whether you're wearing casual clothing, whether you're uniform, you're all generals. And generals should always work to acquire or dominate the targeted area. So in order to restore a single person, in order to restore a financial part, all of us must offer prayer and devotion. General, if they don't fight spiritual battle, then eventually the troop will die. The individual who don't pray, family do not pray, will never make victory. So, even if you receive blessing, upon seeing all those blessed families, for not fulfilling their responsibility, how sad would Heavenly Parent feel? So prayer is a battle. So when you offer prayer at Cheonshim Won, you have to pray as if we were at war. So we be trying to hold up to those words. So at church, we have members who have all the members are general. Then the pastor is the general of the general in that church. So if such leader does not offer Cheonshim Won devotion, they cannot win the battle. So receiving heavenly mission of going forward with spirit and truth, and we offer devotion, then heaven absolutely will come down to work through you. So when True Mother directed us to offer Cheonshim Won devotion, when we reached 400, it was really difficult to have 10 people. But since last year July, Cheonshim Won was too tight, so we were able to offer Cheonshim Won Vigil Devotion here at the Cheonshim Won Palace. Just by looking at this, you should all believe the fact that living in Heavenly Parent is moving through us. Do not think that Heavenly Parent doesn't have a form and just stays there. You have to realize that Heavenly Parent is working through us. Heavenly Parent is allowing us to make miracles. So you have to have faith going beyond 90%, 95%. You have to have absolute faith, and with such heart, when you offer prayer and devotion, then heaven's work will come into your life. So all of you must think that I am the general. I am general of heavenly soldiers, heavenly army. I truly hope that you pray with such heart. Testimony with such heart, you should welcome them. And if you welcome with such heart, even if you don't receive answer, you will see heaven's miracle occurring through your church. We've heard a lot of testimonies like that. Even Jesus said, "My faith have given you birth." That should be the standard of setting condition at every church in welcoming missionaries. And only when you set such condition, you will receive abundant grace through the mouth of missionaries. If you don't set such condition, then problems could occur. Kim Myo Center leader, 3 of them went to a church, but they had to endure really big stomachache. But after they ended the workshop there, everything has been settled. Everything was at ease. So before you invite missionary, you have to settle a line and organize all the spiritual world centering on Heavenly Parent. You have to liberate all the spirits before missionaries, so that upon missionaries coming, then you will have abundant grace just by having missionary. Anyways, yesterday, our sister Yoo Jung-min, trainee, shared her testimony. Today we saw a short clip of her with her son. Her story is truly moving. As I was watching Zoom, I saw some people wiping their tears with tissues. At that time, Japanese leader sent me a testimony. President Lee-sung, thank you very much for giving us precious, moving heart through precious testimony. Especially testimony, hearing testimony, I was able to realization of second gens, hardships, resolution, and new beginning. I always feel like second gens are second gens. So Changmin, the words of True Father, I feel like that is a message of love from True Father. Heavenly Japan right now is facing a big trial, big hardship, but all the members in Heavenly Japan has been called by Heavenly Parent, love of Heavenly Parent. Although our devotion may be lacking and our activities may be lacking, but Heavenly Parent True Parent always remember us, and He always works through us. And as we remember more about Heavenly Parent, then we will become children to move forward strongly for True Mother. I would like to, as we think about True Mother who is offering prayer and devotion for Heavenly Japan, we will make absolute victory with life and death in determination and move forward with all our might. So please, thank you very much, President Lee-sung, and True Mother, we love you. Aju. So, spiritual True Father in the spiritual world was truly moved by the story that through one of the spiritual academy trainee, he came in. My word of calling out, Changmina, I'm truly grateful that my voice has reached your ears. You know, True Father in the spiritual world, imagine how many times would He call your names. Whenever we make mistakes, imagine how many times would True Father call your name to come back. But there are a lot of people whose voice cannot be reached. So that's what True Father said. Just my voice reaching up to you, I'm grateful. Always in my heart, we were here always. So with heaven, try not to make problems occur, and you never know how much we have to endure in order to grasp the heaven. For our sister Jungmin, you can understand how much heaven has to go through, how much effort they have to put in order for our sister to return. So we should all think about how much Heavenly Parent endure, the efforts that he had to put, the suffering he has to go through. We cannot see such suffering. We have to feel Heavenly Parent prepare suffering, the pain they have to endure. We have to feel that, and we have to offer such prayer with tears. You know, True Mother, whenever he thinks about Heavenly Parent, tears well up. But we cannot feel such hard. We cannot feel how much effort True Father, Hyojinim, Hungjanim are making for us. You know, our spiritual lit workshop, when we look at them singing, in order to compose 100 songs for Modu project, how much Hyojinim had to endure. We do not know how much he had to endure, but through these stories, they're giving us realizations. It's not just myself, but it's not just one spirit, but a lot of spirits, including Hyojinim, Hungjanim, Demonim, and True Father, who put a lot of efforts to return us. So a lot of people have worked for you, your parents, your brothers and sisters. You know, within the family, when only love resides and only life of heaven resides, they're filled of love. So please do not miss this. Do not ever let go again. So in your family, only love resides within your family, right? We are family. We're all family. We're one family. So we call each other family member. So only love should reside within us. But despite we call true parents, despite we call heavenly parents, despite we believe in them, when we have hard time, people call and talk about this is a time that you will fall. They show negative. We should only have true love. True love is the only thing that we should have. We should have love that is unwavering, that is unchanging, that is eternal. The amazing, great love of true parents, unchanging love, one and only love. If you curse others, if you hurt others with your lips of love, then you will be resembling the snake. So love is the only thing that should reside within the family. The love should only reside within the church. In order to create one family under heavenly parent through our family federation, love should be the only thing that resides within our movement, within our family. So please do not miss anyone, because everyone has been born through heavenly parents' love. So we should call out our brothers and sisters' names for them to return. We should offer calling out name prayer. We should all offer such prayer and devotion with such heart. So True Father's words are not for Chungmin. These words are for us as well. When parents might, children might give parents, but parents can never give up. Parents cannot let their children. So bring your family. You have to offer a devotion. You have to offer a prayer with your family. And the True Father is here. True Mother is here. So come with your family hand in hand. Let us offer a big round of applause to our True Father. So when we listen to Divine Principle lectures, we might think that, oh, that is right. Our body came from the earth, so we should go return to earth. But spiritual body did not come from the earth. It came from heavenly parents, so all of us must return to heavenly parent. So love does not have energy. Heart does not have body. Then where everything goes. So if we perfected ourselves, then we should have become the temple of heavenly parent, and we should be entering eternal life of joy, eternal life of love. So all the spirits in this physical world, they have been living in ignorance. They have been living as an animal. They have been living as monsters. They kill people. How miserable have they been living? So when spirits die in this physical world, how many of resembled spirits we should have? So when you offer devotion, when you offer prayer at these difficult times, there are people who go to the spiritual world. They cry out with strange voices, just like how President Gisang shouted it. So within the fear, within of terror, we have been living. True parents they are the only one who has the power, who has the only authority to liberate all the spirits, and we are the ones who inherit all such power from true parents. That's why we're called heavenly tribal messiahs. So through Cheonshim Won devotion, such power, such authority should be experienced. It's amazing. We're looking at amazing testimonies, miraculous testimonies coming through this. So We should go beyond this. We should go beyond heavenly Japan, go into heavenly America, heavenly Africa, heavenly Europe. We have to go throughout the world to testify about true parents, because true parents are the parents of entire humanity. And when we go with such heart, when we move with such power, then heavenly parents, true parents' authority, their power will be bestowed upon us to reveal through us. You know, in Japan, they have their shrining, their bowing devotion. They have their own thing. How many spirits would be able to go out to the world in that temple, in Japanese temple? How many spirits from Japanese temple will come to Korea to work? So we have to go beyond borders. We have to go beyond nation. We have to go beyond ourselves. And true parents are only parents who go beyond such borders, such nations, such world. They are the parents of the entire cosmos, and only through true parents we can become true sons and daughters. They are the only path that we can follow to become such true children. We have to go out and tell the truth to the people, to the entire world. True parents did not just come. They were always inside heavenly parent even before the creation. So that is why heavenly parent created man and woman that resembles heavenly parent. Heavenly parent made physical body based on his form. So created heavenly parents embodiment, true parents. Because of fall, we have lost true parents, which has been wished for true parents. So providence restoration is the providence of recreation, and it is the providence to give birth to a man and woman who can become true parents, who can become true father, who can become true mother, and such true parents has manifested. So Jesus came as the Son of God, as the figure of true Father, but he was crucified. He was killed on the cross. So upon his death, he promised to return, and he promised to hold the marriage supper of the Lamb. And Christians has been waiting for that dream to be fulfilled, and they have been moving forward to wait for Jesus to come down, but they are still waiting. But finally, the only begotten Son has returned as the returning Messiah. And Heavenly Mother, who has been hidden throughout human history, revealed. Heavenly Mother has been manifested in the form of Holy Mother Han, in the form of True Mother, and she has taught us that providence has been completed. This is the truth of the providence of restoration, entire providence that God has been leading. So they became parents. They had to change their children to true children, to have true lineage through true love. So that's why they gave birth to the direct children. And going beyond that, if all the people receive blessing through true parents, you're not the children of Satan. You're not the adopted sons and daughters. You're not servants anymore. You are direct children of true parents. All the blessed families are direct children of blessed families. We have received such words of blessing. You're not the descendants of your ancestors who are children of Satan. You will become the ancestors of your ancestors. And all the ancestors will be liberated and connected to Heavenly Parent through liberation of their sins. And they become true children. And you are the true true ancestors of your ancestors. That's what true parents taught us. So our brothers and sisters in Heavenly Japan realize that you are children, direct children of Heavenly Parent. You have not just Heavenly Japan, but all of us must have absolute faith on this. For 6,000 years, after 6,000 years, true parents have manifested. Imagine how much Heavenly Parent had to endure, how much effort he had to work. Because true parents knew Heavenly Parent's heart, Heavenly Parent's effort, Heavenly Parent's suffering. That's why true parents have been telling us that we need to liberate Heavenly Parent. So all the words that you've listened, the true parents' words you've listened, we just heard sorrowful circumstances that true Heavenly Parents had to go through. The history of Heavenly Parents' sorrowful life. We heard this story. So true parents who came down on earth, on this earth, we should not make true parents sad. We should not make Holy Mother Han sad. Now, victorious Holy Mother Han, she is most glorious being on this universe, this cosmos. So they should receive only glory. So please study about true parents' life course. Study them. Study all those people who persecuted true parents, whether they succeeded, they were victorious or not. In order to send true father to Danbury prison, there were a lot of people who did bad things to him. And did they receive blessing? No, they didn't. And we have entered an era where such truth has been realized. If someone make hardship to true mother, Holy Mother Han, they will have severe problems occur their life. So our blood, if there are people who still persecute true mother, their blood will be examined, whether their blood is Satan's blood, whether their blood is Heavenly Parent's blood. We have received true parents' blood. So we are the direct children of true parents. We receive blood from true parents. So in this 13th year of Cheonrigo, where we attend Heavenly Parents substantially, all the blessed families around the world must become one with true parents as chosen people and become true children of Cheonrigo. If you're true children of Cheonrigo, you should be happy when true parents are happy. You should feel sad when true parents are sad. We should become such children. During Jesus' time, if you're the truest disciple of Jesus, when Jesus is sad, Jesus crying, or Jesus dancing, we should just follow Jesus. They should have followed Jesus. They should bleed like Jesus. They should just dance like Jesus. They should sing like Jesus. But Jesus couldn't find such a disciple. That's why he had to walk such paths. So, with Holy Mother Han's heart, please let's feel our blood is same as Holy Mother Han's blood. We should not let true Father think that, why is this nation still like this? Why is this nation not yet restored? Why haven't we go out to every household to know about the truth, know about Heavenly Parent? So we should not let true Father down. And true Father told us to educate this nation with epic history of Holy chosen Han people of Korea. And should we go out to teach them? We should go out to teach them about the truth, so that this nation can realize the truth. And now, because you didn't know, you didn't do it, or because you didn't know you made sins, that's not the case anymore. Judaism, the people of Israel said that they crucified Jesus because they didn't know. Because they didn't know and they made such sins, they have to walk the path of indemnity. And Korean people should not walk the same path because they didn't know they're persecuting true motherhood. If that is the case, we should not make them stop so all of us will not walk such path of indemnity. So, what would you do if they make sins, great sins? What would they do if they make such great sins and they realize afterwards? So, now we're living in an era where individual problems can be resolved through problems. If individuals come and number increase and pray for the problems, not just for individuals, for families, for tribes, for people, for nations, for this world. Every problem can be resolved. That's what True Mother is telling us to move forward, spirit and truth. That's why True Mother is calling us out to come together, offer prayer, devotion in one heart. That's why True Mother is allowing us to move forward the two systems of Cheonshim Won and Cheonshim Won. So we have to gather together to offer prayer and devotion. So, brothers, sisters, village children must listen to parents' words. Listen to parents and follow their path. And if you walk different path, then what would you say when you ascend to spiritual world? So there's a story where a parent frog asked their children to bury him in the river, but he's been lying, but after die. Anyways, we are the generals who mobilize spiritual. We work with spiritual. We are the people who can mobilize spiritual. So what goals? We have to set specific goals to move forward. So we should all offer prayer with such heart. So I hope all of you pray with such sincerity, with such devotion. Let's offer another big round of applause to President Gi-sung for giving us such important message. Now it is time for Cheonshim Won residence prayer.